policing the police every single day. Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH. I gotta make a comment on this article before I screen read this piece of shit motherfucker Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell and his goddamn fucking lies. Here's your point. Amendment 10, you vote no. We do not need sheriffs anymore. We needed to in the beginning of America. They are not needed anymore. Just like the police are appointed, we should be able to appoint the sheriff. And here is the reason why. Because if you fucking elect this fucker, you can pretty much not even get rid of him. It is extremely hard. If you are appointed, oh my God, we can get you fired. As you already seen, we helped get PUNTA Police Chief Tom Lewis fired for his total incompetence. Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell, as you've seen me do for the past 6 years, is one of the most corrupt ass piece of shit we have ever had in Charlotte County. Wake the fuck up, God damn it. Fuck, vote no on Amendment 10 so we can fire this prick. This shit has got to stop. He wants to save his job because he gets paid $135,000 plus benefits plus retirement. And we've heard his retirement is over $1 million. And the retirement is so goddamn high they made a statute where you can't even find out how much they have it because you'd be pissed. Wake up, sheep. Vote no on Amendment 10. And by the way, too, they got a terrorism bill in here, which basically states if they think you're a terrorist, you might do something. Meaning, like if you're a reporter and you expose their corruption, you might be a terrorist. So we're gonna arrest you before you do something. Wake the fuck up, people. Vote no on Amendment 10.
Amendment protects right to vote for county officers. Guest columnist Bill Prummell. Election season is all about your voice being heard. As Americans, we head to the polls to perform our civic duty by voting on legislation, on people to fill important positions within our local, state, and federal government, and on rules which govern our lives. On November 6, Floridians decide on a dozen or so amendments to the state constitution. The constitutional amendments up for vote this year could impact many matters, including offshore oil and gas drilling, casino gambling, and protecting the right to vote for all Floridians. The most important is Amendment 10. A yes vote on Amendment 10 protects your right to vote, especially when it comes to holding government officials accountable. Amendment 10 will also protect families by creating the Office of Domestic Security and Counterterrorism to prevent or respond to acts of terrorism. It also protects our hard-earned tax dollars by improving state and county budgeting by setting the start date for a legislative session in January of even-numbered years. Amendment 10 protects veterans by preserving the structure and governance of the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs to support Florida's military members. This amendment is vital to the future success of Florida because it provides a structure and operation model for more efficient local and state government. Government runs best when the people in charge report directly to their constituents. Currently, there are counties in Florida who have compromised or completely abolished the model our country and great state were founded upon. Checks and balances are key to what makes America great because we can tell our leaders exactly what we want and expect of them. Amendment 10 will guarantee that all charter county governments, as well as future counties that may establish a charter, have elected sheriffs, tax collectors, property appraisers, clerks of the court and supervisors of elections. This ensures you are served by qualified experts who are transparent and responsible to you. Amendment 10 does all this without growing government's size or increasing your taxes. All 5 constitutionally mandated positions have tremendous responsibility, such as tax collectors accumulating nearly $30 billion that gets reinvested in Florida. Property appraisers deliver $9.2 billion in public school funding, court clerks and controllers collect more than $4 billion from court-level operations, and sheriffs contribute to the 46-year low crime rate in Florida. With so much responsibility, and potential for corruption or complicity, a high level of accountability to the people is required. When these positions are selected by a county manager or board of county commissioners instead of the voters, the officer is no longer required to report to the people. As an elected constitutional officer, I am put in front of the voters every 4 years and they, as a body, get to decide if I am properly serving my constituents. When you get your ballot, go straight to Amendment 10, vote yes, and hold your local constitutional officers accountable. Bill Prummell is the Sheriff of Charlotte County.
Hi, I'm Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell. Come November, we have many important decisions to make. One of those is on Amendment 10, also known as the Protection Amendment. Amendment 10 creates the Office of Domestic Security and Counterterrorism within the Department of Law Enforcement. This will provide essential support for law enforcement agencies to prevent or respond to acts of terrorism. It also memorializes the structure and governance of the Department of Veterans Affairs within our Constitution to support the ever-changing needs of Florida's military members. And finally, because Florida citizens in several counties have lost their right to vote for their constitutional officers, Amendment 10 returns that power to the citizens to choose their public servants who protect public funds, communities, and our way of life. This includes your tax collector, property appraiser, clerk of court, supervisor of elections, and yes, your sheriff. Amendment 10 creates greater consistency between all constitutional officers in purpose and voice for the protection of Florida citizens and visitors. Having locally elected independent and accountable constitutional officers protects the community's ability to determine who will serve as local officials that have the most direct impact on their lives. So ask yourself, is this important to you?
Police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.